miles per hour. Very quick-moving storm on the western sides of Hartsville. Jason.
All right, thanks, Brandon. Again, what you're looking at there, this is the velocity product from Live on the radar. We have a strong couplet of inbound and outbound velocities right next to each other. The green is the inbound, the red is the outbound, and this is suggesting we may have a tornado on the ground on the northwest side of Hartsville, just a bit north of Highway 36, and that is coming up in the direction of North Hartsville and Flint City. So you need to be in cover right now. If you are south of Hartsville on 31, there's, again, Markley Bridge Elementary is in the south part of town. You're not quite in this tornado warning. It basically bisects Hartsville right down the middle. So from downtown northwest, you're in the danger zone. From downtown south and east down Highway 31, I-65, you're safe. And at this point, I think it's probably a good thing to say, don't get on 65 and drive between Thompson Road and the Priceville exit for the next, say, 20 minutes until this thing can cross. If you're listening to us on WDRM, Thompson Road, I believe that's exit number 325. If you are traveling northbound on Interstate 65 through Morgan County and you come to Thompson Road, get off the road there. If you're traveling south out of Limestone County, it'd be good. Don't cross that Tennessee River Bridge because there is no getting off the interstate till you get down here to 36. So stop back up in Limestone County if you can. Maybe get off on the 565 Decatur exit and take Highway 20 and get off the interstate and find a place of safety. This is I-65, Highway 67. This is coming right up in the direction of the horse barn on the south side of Priceville on Highway 67. The racking horse celebration there on 67 just south of downtown Priceville. It'll come pretty close to Priceville Junior High and Priceville High School, 67. And then it's also going to be very close. Of course, the Decatur city limits start right there at the interstate. So it's also close to South Decatur. So essentially from the new Target Shopping Center and from Lynn Layton Ford in South Decatur, right there at the belt line in 31, if you're on 67 traveling toward I-65, you need to pull off and get to a safe place now. Highway 31 near Flint City, North Hartsville, and the south end of Decatur, you need to be off the road and getting to a safe place as well. And again, we've gone over this multiple times already, but if you were in a frame-built home, it's time to get to the lowest floor, the interior bathroom, closet, hallway, something like that. If you got a basement or a storm shelter, that's the best place you can go. If you don't have either of those, just get to the middle and put a pillow or a mattress over you and protect yourself from this until it is passing through. Now, I can tell you this much, even though there's not a tornado warning down here on 65 and Highway 31 from Hartsville down to Falkville, Highway 55, this exit right here is going to experience some pretty intense winds. And I wanted to pass this along. Got a note from one of our faithful storm spotters here in North Alabama, Josh Horton. He said he was at the intersection of 157 and 36 earlier. There was no funnel reported there. He didn't see a funnel, but the wind was very high. So again, South Morgan County, there may be some wind gusts in here that get to 50 miles per hour as this starts pulling on through East Falkville and then starts coming up over here toward Somerville and maybe even over toward the Odin Ridge community too. So you guys watch out. There's some pretty rough weather just to your west. No official warning there, but I'll tell you, this is not going to be fun as it comes overhead. Our possible tornado, North Hartsville on Highway 31, coming right up into Priceville now. 67 runs right from Somerville up to Priceville. The Racking Horse Celebration sits down here on 67, just a bit south of I-65. And of course, you've got Priceville Junior High, the Traditions Bank, and all that's right there just to the south of I-65, or just technically southeast of the I-65 exit. And that's exit 336. Again, if you are traveling on Interstate 65, do not cross the Tennessee River Bridge and come into Morgan County. Pull off there on the Highway 20 exit. There are a lot of gas stations right here on Highway 20 in the southern edge of Limestone County. That'd be a good place to stop and let this thing pass south of you. The actual circulation is to the south. There's a lot of heavy rain and gusty winds coming through downtown Decatur right now, crossing the river. The weather is the worst, though, down here farther south within this little notch that's developed right over top of 31. See that live sweep coming around? This is still making its way up between 31 and I-65. We still have a strong couplet there, but fortunately, this has come through a fairly populated area of Morgan County, and there have been no reports of damage or injuries in Morgan County yet. We do know that there has been some damage done, at least based on at least based on the reports that we've gotten from scanner traffic in Winston County on County Road 45. Now, we've got a live shot here from Storm Hunter 19. This is meteorologist Jennifer Watson and Shane Waste. Josh, you can tell me exactly where they are if you're not sure. Okay, well, I see the Cracker Barrel and Huntsville right there. Okay, so that's where they are. We are close to I-65 and Highway 36. It looks like they're coming up on the intersection right there. I think that's the exit to get on Interstate 65 near Huntsville. If they go to the right, they would go north. If they go to the south, they would go left. That's what it looks like on 65 right now. Those traffic lights are really starting to blow in the wind, and they are getting on this going northbound right now. That's northbound on 65 at the Highway 36 exit. Tremendous heavy rain. And this is what we were talking about. You see the signal displays there. There's a lot of cell phones in use, and that's the technology we're using there uses a lot of cell phone bandwidth. So that picture may come and go, but I think we'll keep a close watch on that and the monitor right here. And guys, if you see something, make sure you let us know. So in the double box here, to the bottom left, we've got 1219. To the top right, the bigger box here, this is the velocity product on live on the radar. It's on top of Priceville right now, all the places that we called out. Rapid Horse Celebration, Traditions Bank, Priceville Junior High, Priceville Elementary School, anywhere up here on Priceville Mountain, you need to be in a safe place. Tennessee River, this is crossing the Tennessee River now, and we'll come into extreme Limestone County within a matter of 30 seconds to maybe two minutes or so. So I-65, you don't need to be driving on it right now. The weather's about to get better, though, and I say we don't need to be driving on it. I realize that it's a bit of a contradiction to say don't drive on it when we have a car live driving on Interstate 65, but we know that Jennifer and Shane are using caution. They are trained, highly trained at doing this sort of thing, so they're going to use care and make sure that they are in a safe spot to avoid getting any kind of significant damage or injury there on the interstate, and they're driving slow enough also that they're not going to get traffic accidents. So we do take it easy, even though we do have a car out there in it. We don't want you doing it because it's a little bit dangerous if you don't know what you're running into. So again, traffic on Interstate 65 south, we've recommended you get off at Highway 20 in about 5 minutes. This is going to pass by. And on I-565, that's where the problems are going to be. So from Bellamina toward Mooresville Road, exit 3 and exit 7 on Interstate 565, you probably need to go ahead and get down. There's some truck stops out here, as well as some good just terrain to pull off and find a good safe spot. So exit 3 and exit 7 on I-565, we want you to go ahead and go to a safe place. This will be in Madison County shortly, but unless we get some reports of damage out of Hartselle or Decatur or Flint City, I would imagine that the Weather Service may let this go back down to severe thunderstorm criteria. Of course, we're going to leave that decision up to them. When it comes to warnings, we default to the National Weather Service. We don't issue our own. We don't cancel our own. We let the National Weather Service do this so that there's no confusion about who's under what kind of warning. So our tornado warning does include Decatur. It includes the Bellamina area, Mooresville Road, the north end of Hartselle, and all this out here ahead of it, all that stuff coming through southern Morgan County, those bright echoes, that's where we have strong gusty winds that are approaching Eva and Odin Ridge and Somerville from the southwest. So again, if you're at Hartselle, the threat is over from downtown Hartselle west, over toward Crestline, toward Danville, Piney Grove, Neal, Pumpkin Center. You don't anymore have a tornado threat. This is all now to the northeast of you. Let's go over to Ben. Ben has some additional information.
Yeah, Mike Wilhelm is in that area, and I've been watching him on my Ustream here on my personal phone. Let's see if we can get that image back up with Mike Wilhelm here. He is very close to that center of circulation. He just sent me a photo of the couplet, perhaps the rotation there in and around. There is a live shot of Mike Wilhelm there. Again, a distinguished storm chaser, many years of experience here, and he's very close to the potential of some rotation there in sections of Morgan County. See if we can get that truck out of the way there. Of course, we're still trying to get that picture, but Mike is very, very close. We have several spotters in the area.